What's up, K fam? It's your favorite girl, Chrissy B, and I am here with another video. Yes, another video, you guys. And hopefully, y'all will enjoy this video today. As you may already know, I posted a video yesterday, Love versus Lust. So please keep checking it out and keep telling a friend to tell a friend to like and subscribe to the K family, y'all. The family is growing, and I can't thank anyone but God for blessing this family, this channel, and just allowing me to use my voice to encourage you guys and to help you guys. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get straight into this video. So let's do it. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all, the elevation here in Denver is... okay. Anyways, y'all, the oxygen here is very less. They have less oxygen here in Denver, so I have to keep water with me to stay hydrated and whatnot. But anyways, y'all, today's video is going to be about the power of prayer. Yes, the power of prayer. And y'all, this topic was suggested to me a while back, but I was like, I really got to take time to figure out how to talk about this. But I think for the most part, I got it because I believe in prayer. I believe in God, and I know that prayer works. So I'm just going to tell y'all about my experiences and how you can establish a praying relationship with God and a really good relationship with God. So, let's go ahead and get started. So, the power of prayer, guys. First and foremost, y'all, prayer is super powerful. I mean, literally. It is very powerful. A lot of people in the world today do not believe in prayer because, they look at it as, first of all, who are you talking to? Second of all, how can you just pray for something and it just happens? And third of all, if you pray for something, 9 times out of 10, they believe that it's not going to happen. And this is where a lot of people, y'all, I'm trying to get in the light, but I don't know if I can. Okay, whatever. Y'all can see me. Okay, but yeah, that's where a lot of people go wrong when it comes to prayer. Because first of all, if this is something that you like to do, you should pray daily. And a lot of people get it confused. A lot of people be like, oh, I pray and God is supposed to just make it happen. No. No. God is not a wish maker. He's not just somebody that you run up on and you be like, hey, I pray that I can have $1,000. Can you make that happen? No. People get that confused all the time. You have to understand, when you establish a relationship with God, you have a connection. So first and foremost, when you come to God anyways, He's going to know what you're coming to Him about. But you should come to God about everything. You should come to God to say thank you. You should come to God just to acknowledge Him. You should come to God always, not just when you want something or when you need something or when something is going wrong. Because so many people today, they really only come to God when it's necessary for them. And I used to be that person, especially when I was going through everything in my relationship in the past where I was being abused. I would only go to God when something was wrong, when it wasn't working and all this other stuff. But you have to go to God just to acknowledge Him, just to say I love you, just to say thank you for taking care of me. So, first and foremost, when I got closer to God, no, let me go back, because I'll take my past relationship, for example. As I told y'all, when I was in that relationship, I lost sight of who God was. All of that. I didn't even care about God at that time. But because I wanted a relationship with him, I prayed daily and I asked God to to help me get that relationship back with him. Because I'm the type of person, y'all, I want God to be able to talk to me, speak to me everywhere I go. I want to hear God. I want to take God with me everywhere I go. So I pray for that. I ask God, can you just come to me? Can you be in my life? And can you talk to me? And y'all, I hear God all the time because our relationship is so strong now. And I pray to him daily. That's another thing. Y'all know in every majority, every inspirational video I've done, I've said something about pray. Pray, pray, pray. You should always pray. Because prayer is so powerful, y'all. And prayer can change your life. And I'm going to tell y'all how. I'm going to tell y'all how right now. So, me, I love to pray. I love to go to God. I love to just talk to him. I love to just tell him about my day in general. So I'm going to tell y'all something that I do and how I know prayer is real and how powerful it is. When I get up every morning and I go to work and I get in my car and I go to work, first thing I do is I cut that radio down, y'all. I kid you not, I do this every day. I cut that radio down. And the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, God, I just want to say thank you for my life. Thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for allowing me to be the person that you want me to be. And thank you for the blessings that I have received and that you give into people that I care about. I thank him. I show him acknowledgement. I show him that I see the blessings that are occurring in not only my life, but in people that I care about lives. I acknowledge God because we lose sight of who God is sometimes and what he truly does for us, and we don't give him the credit that he deserves. So I make sure when I wake up every morning, I thank him for allowing me to wake up. I thank him for my life because he does not have to give us this life that we have. It can be gone like that. So I'm going to make sure that I thank him daily for the life that I have. Because I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that I get to see these years. It's 2017, y'all. It's almost 2018. That's how quick these years go by. And I'm still here. So I have to thank God for that. But I'm going to tell you how prayer is powerful. So within my prayer, I pray for my family. I pray for my mom. I pray for my friends. And when I pray for others, I go into detail. So lately, I'll use my friend. Her name is Kianda. She was on my previous video when we did the wing challenge. So I pray for her every day, y'all. She's one of the people that I pray for every day. Her and her boyfriend. And I always ask God to take care of them individually and also together. But y'all, I have been praying for them, just asking God to be with their relationship, that he can bless them with whatever they need, that he can just take care of them and be the foundation of their relationship. So I'm continuously praying for them, y'all. And then my friend, she's like, girl, guess what? And I'm like, what's going on? And she was like, well, you know how we have been looking for an apartment or whatnot and all this stuff. I was like, yeah. I'm like, what's up? She was like, girl, literally at the last minute we applied. We put an application for an apartment and we got it. And I was like, are you serious? And I told her, I said, girl, I am so happy for y'all because I've been praying for y'all and for this every day, just asking God to give y'all what y'all need to bless y'all. And He did, y'all. He did. And it took some time, yeah, because she was like, they had been searching, excuse me, y'all. But she was like, they had been searching for some time now. And the power of prayer, just by me praying for them and probably others praying for them, God sent them what they needed. And He sent it right on time. And that's how God works. That's how prayer works. And like I said, don't get it confused. I don't just pray, oh, well, I hope they get blessed with a house. Or or I don't say, can you just get them a house? I say, God, bless them with what? I always say, bless them with not necessarily what they want, but what they need. Because sometimes our wants, we want them then and there. Our wants can wait. They really can. We want money, but money, we don't necessarily, I'll rephrase that. We want millions of dollars, but millions of dollars may not be what we need and may not be the plan that God has for us. He may not want us to be millionaires. Because what does that mean? Just because we're millionaires, oh, we got a lot of money. But that may not be what God wants for us. So I always ask God to bless my friends and bless my family with what they need. So that's one incident where God answered my prayers. And anytime I pray for my friends, y'all, I always ask God to bless them, because when my friends are blessed and my family is blessed, I'm blessed. That blesses me to see other people blessed that I care about. So that's another thing. I'm not selfish. I don't just pray for myself. I pray for people that I care about. I pray for this world, because I don't want, like I told y'all in previous videos, I'm not about self. Now, yes, I do think about myself, but I'm not a selfish person. I'm not just about self. I'm going to make sure that I pray for people that I care about, because at the end of the day, if I care about those people and those people mean something to me, then I want to see those people happy, just like I would hope. Excuse me, y'all, my phone. Okay. But just like I would hope they would want to see me happy. But anyways, that was one incident where prayer was super powerful. Then another incident, y'all. So I'm currently talking to this guy, and he's a great guy. we go through it sometimes, but I pray for that too. I always ask God to pray for our friendship, and if we happen to get in a relationship, I ask God to bless that relationship. But the guy that I'm talking to, you guys, he was originally staying somewhere else. And where he was, it was an okay city, but it was just a lot going on while he was there, y'all. And he has a child, so I used to always try to talk to him and tell him, some of the stuff that's going on. I just feel like, you need to get out of that for the betterment of your child or whatnot. And he was like, well, I don't know. I'm going to see. I don't know. So I'm a prayer warrior. I am a strong believer of prayer, y'all. So I was like, you know what? Me talking to him is not going to do too much. I have to give this to God. And I learned that from my mama too. My mama, even with me, she be like, there's certain things that I try to tell you and you may not hear it. So I just ask God to deal with you, and I leave it to him. So that's what I did with my friend. I was like, you know what? I'm done talking. I'm just going to give it to God, and I'm just going to pray and ask God to remove him out of this negative situation that he's in. So I did, y'all. I asked God. I said, Lord, can you continue to be with my friend, continue to keep him safe, but at the same time, can you bless him and uplift him? Can you remove him out of this situation that I know that you more than likely would not approve of, that you more than likely don't like, and can you move him to a better situation for the betterment of his child? Can you bless him with a job that is better than what he has now, so he can provide for his son? And y'all, I prayed this every day. Still to this day, I pray for him. So y'all, I kept praying. I kept asking God, God, can you bless him in your timing? Can you be with him? Can you provide him with what he needs in your timing? I never ask him to do it right now, tomorrow. I always ask God to bless a person or to provide for a person in his timing. Because at the end of the day, God is going to do things when he's ready and when he sees fit. When he sees fit. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all, I'm having a hard time because I'm trying to think that I mentioned it. I don't even know. But here in Colorado, there's less oxygen and we're higher elevated here because they have mountains or whatnot, something like that. But there's less oxygen, so I'm having a hard time trying to grasp air, and I have asthma, so if I sound crazy, I'm sorry. But anyways, y'all, yeah, so excuse me. So I kept praying for him, kept asking God to just be with him, and in his time allow him to possibly move out of this situation and get to something bigger and better. So then, y'all, it was one day I was actually supposed to go and see my friend. We was going to spend the weekend together. And I had got a call from him like the day before I was supposed to go down there. And he was like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing, I'm just packing, getting ready for tomorrow, whatever. And you guys, he was like, well, I got something to tell you. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's going on? He was like, I moved back home. And y'all, at first I was like, what? Wait a minute, what you mean you moved back home? Like, I'm supposed to be coming up there tomorrow. Like, what's going on? Like, why are you telling me now? Why you didn't tell me like a few days ago? He was like, I don't know, it just all kind of happened and whatnot. So at first I was a little mad, y'all, because I'm like, okay, now I'm not going to be able to see you as much. Like, we're not going to be able to talk as much or whatever. I was kind of being selfish at the time. So I had to step back and say, you know what? You've been praying for this. You've been praying for God to uplift him and bring him out of that situation he was in. So I told myself, I said, you know what? I said, no, I'm not mad. I said, that's awesome, because I said, I have been praying for you nonstop. And I've been asking God in his time, will he remove you out of that situation and bring you to something better? And y'all, he did. Within a matter of time, my friend had moved away from this negative situation he was in, and God brought him back home to where it's a more positive environment. And I was like, this is crazy. I was like, God is doing some things in people's lives, and I'm witnessing it. And y'all, that's why prayer is so powerful, because you pray and pray and pray, and you ask God, when it's your time and your will you allow this to happen? And within a matter of time, y'all, he does it, and it is truly awesome. It is just so awesome to have that type of connection with God, that you can witness these things, and it's like, wow. So y'all, that happened. He moved and whatnot. And so then after he moved, I was like, well, God, I pray that now that he's here, you can just bless him with a good job, and he can be able to provide and all this stuff. I was just, and first and foremost, before I even started praying for that, I had to thank God. I was like, God, because I had got excited afterwards. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, thank you, Lord, for this blessing. I was like, you don't know how much this touched my heart, y'all, because I was just so happy to know that he was out of this negative situation and into a positive. And then once I thanked God and I started asking God, can you bless him with the job that he needs? Right after that, my friend got a job. And my friend, he's your typical guy. Like, he wants to be a man. He want to be able to provide. Like I said, he has a son, so He wanted to be able to provide for his son. So he was like, man, I need some money now. I'm just not feeling this, not working. And I told him, I said, be patient. God is going to bless you with the job. I said, you got to pray. You got to ask God to send you what you need and not necessarily what you want. I was like, money may be what you want right now, but you need something that's going to benefit you, and you need something that God is going to approve of. So you can't just want and ask for anything. And I told him, I said, you got people praying for you. I said, you got your friends praying for you. I'm praying for you. Trust me, you got some prayer warriors in your life. And, excuse me, God is going to send you what you need. And a few days later, y'all, after praying, send my friend a job, God. Send him something that you would want him to work. Just like that, he got a job. And I was just like, y'all, all of this was happening like back to back. It was just coming. The blessings were just coming. And I had to text my friend. I told him, I said, God is blessing you. I said, you are being blessed, and it is just amazing to see. And I said, I hope you do God well. I hope that this has changed you, and this has showed you how much God loves you and how much God cares about you. And y'all, that's why prayer is so powerful, and it's so important that you pray and you show God gratitude, that you let him know that you're thankful, because he does things like that. I mean, that's awesome. That's awesome. And when you're the prayer warrior and you witness these blessings, it's truly unbelievable. It's really unbelievable, y'all. And there are so many more instances that I can talk about where I have prayed for my friends and asked God to send them this and send them what they need and not necessarily what they want. Like one of my best friends, she didn't have a car for the longest, y'all. And I kept praying. God, when it's your time, send my best friend a car. When it's your doing, send my best friend that car. Y'all, it took some time, but literally, he sent my best friend a brand new vehicle. My best friend got a brand new car, just like that. And I was just blown away. I said, God, I know you're real. I know you're real, because this ain't nobody but you. This is not no all of a sudden type stuff. This is God. So, as I always do, I encourage y'all as my family, don't be afraid to pray and talk to God. And if you don't want to just pray, old-fashioned pray, dear Lord, thank you, all that stuff, just talk to him. That's what I do. I don't necessarily pray, but I will get in my car and I will talk to God. And I will say, God, you are awesome. God, you are wonderful. God, you are doing so much in my life. Y'all, prayer changed my life. Hands down, prayer changed my life. Prayer changed a whole lot in my life. And I think a lot of times, as I've mentioned before, God just wants some of our time. And we get easily distracted sometimes by the devil and negativity and all this stuff. Sometimes God just wants our time and wants us to just sit and talk to him. Tell him about your day. Tell him what you experienced. Tell him what he's done for you that has just made you this wonderful person that just smiles all the time. I mean, tell him everything. Don't be afraid to talk to God. And don't be ashamed to pray. Because, honey, I'm good at it. I'll be at work. And, because, for example, I was at work the other day before I came here. And there's a few people there, you always gonna run into people that are just mean and just always talk about a person. And, I don't bother anybody when I go to work. I just talk to people around me. And, I'm just kind and sweet, and I always speak to people. So, I I forgot what I was doing at the time, but one of the girls I had on my contacts, so I heard her when she was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know who she was. She looked so different. And one of the girls said something real mean and whatnot, and it kind of broke my spirit, y'all. I was like, no, I didn't say anything to them, so why were they speaking of me? But right then and there, y'all, when that happened, I went back, I sat down at my desk and I prayed and I said, God, I said, please don't let the negativity, the negative things people say, steal my joy and my happiness. Because the fact that those girls took time out of their day to even comment on me, period, shows that apparently, honey, I was working with something and they just had to say something about me. So I told God, I said, God, you know what? I said, I'm going to take what they said and I'm going to just leave it right there where it's at, because I know that I'm your child and I know that you made me to be whoever you want me to be. And I ask God for the rest of this day, I just pray that I can move on from that and just have a positive filled day. And I did. I didn't have no more problems that day. And that's what you have to do. You have to just know, you have to be comfortable with going to God anywhere. And don't get me wrong, it took me some time to be able to just go to God, like while I'm out in public or when I used to be at school or whatnot. It took me it took me some time to just be like, you know what, you're a believer of God, so just, you can tell the whole world. It took me some time too, y'all, but once you start doing it, you won't even think about it. You'll just be like, oh, I'm talking to God, it won't be like, oh, I don't want people to say this about me. Because that's another thing. Like, there are a lot of us who are believers in God. We are just really scared to, show that. We're scared to show that. We're scared to talk about it. But if y'all can already tell, I don't care what people say. I tell anybody I believe in God and I go to Him for any and everything. That's just me though. But I know some of you guys have to get to that point in your life. And it's okay. Take your time. But in your private time, if you don't want nobody to see you, go to God, have a little conversation. It's just like He's here. He's always here. He's all around. He probably right here, with me while I'm doing this video. But hey, it's okay. Trust me, it's okay. You go to God while you out in public, whenever you want to do it, do that. But I just want y'all to know that prayer is real. God is real. And if you believe in God, you know what I'm talking about. Prayer is real and it's powerful. And I will never, ever doubt God again. I haven't doubted God anymore since I got out of that relationship. Because when I was in that relationship, I used to doubt God all the time. Like, God, you ain't doing nothing for me. I'm still getting hit in my face. But you know why God was allowing that to happen? Because I wasn't acknowledging Him. I wasn't listening to Him. I wasn't giving Him any of my time. So God allowed that stuff to happen to me for me to understand, when you don't want me in your life and you want to be involved with the devil, then this is what it's going to be, until I can get you to understand that I'm here. I just want you to know that I'm here and just show me something. So. But yeah, y'all. Pray, pray, pray. God is your Father, your best friend. God is everything. And He's always willing to listen. Because there's people in our lives that you go to and they don't even want to hear what you got to say. God, He's always there. So don't be afraid to pray. And like I said, don't pray for just the hardships in your life or stuff you're going through. Pray for everything. Like I told you, first thing I say, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Just say thank you. Thank you, God. Acknowledge Him. Let Him know that what He does in your life never goes unnoticed. I'm telling y'all, excuse me, let me get a sip of water, y'all, because, but I'm telling you guys, prayer is real and it's powerful and it's strong. And I encourage y'all, no matter what a person may say to you about prayer, about God, stand firm in your faith. Don't let nobody deter you from God or take you away from that. Don't let anyone steal your joy. Period. Because when nobody else is there, God is always going to be there. So remember that. When you have different friends that be like, what you doing? You know, because me and my best friend, we used to have people all the time be like, oh, here come the little Christians. Here come Chrissy and her friend. They finna be talking about God. We sure are. You got that right. And we not ashamed of it. So if you have people that, if you have people that do that to you and all that little stuff and joke around, you tell them that's right. You tell them I am a believer of God and I'm gonna share it and I'm gonna make sure everybody knows. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But anyways, y'all, I just wanted to come to y'all and let y'all know that don't be ashamed to live your faith publicly. Don't. Because at the end of the day, God got your back. I got your back. And the family, we got each other back. So don't worry about these people out here making fun of you. And like I said, if somebody be talking about you, talking behind your back, treating you wrong, you go to God and you leave it to Him. And you say, you know what, God, I'm not going to stress that. I'm not going to stress that negativity over there. I'm going to keep living my life because I know at the end of the day, you got my back and you got those people that were talking about me. Better know it. But anyways, you guys, yeah, this video was probably all over the place too. But just know that I got y'all. And if y'all have any other topics that you want to talk about, I'm gonna drop my social media below. And you can hit me up in my DMs and let me know what else y'all want me to talk about. Okay? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. As always, remember to tell a friend, to subscribe to the K Fam, and we're gonna keep this family growing, and we're gonna keep doing what we do best. What am I doing? Okay. But anyways, y'all, I will catch you guys on the next video.
Cooley High, we cry for coke chicks, eating mangoes in the summer, so sweet. We be right